So I'm back. Technically, I just wanted to end the series finally after years of me wanting to actually continue the series for some reason. And there's a reason why this was the only video that I left open when I technically I privated the channel for a bit because I didn't want to post content anymore. But I decided to return back mainly because of one reason. If you read the name, New Gmail sucks, which absolutely is true. I have to do this mainly because I don't want my this email to be to be destroyed because I have several accounts connected to this. Like this account specifically been connected to like several different apps and stuff like that, like games. So deleting this would absolutely be detrimental to me. So in the end, I decided, you know what, we're gonna leave this video here, and it's gonna be there forever. So, but I'm gonna be continuing this. Now, play that intro. As Mumen Rider starts facing off against the Deep Sea King, saying that that the only thing matters is you, me, right now. That's when lightning struck. A giant hammer fell from the sky right in front of Moon Rider. Rider, thinking that this might help, grabbed the hammer and activated the power of Thor Almighty. Lightning strikes all over the place, and then he gains the power of Thor. Now, for those who don't know, I am using the MCU version of the hammer. And the reason why this is gonna be very important is because yes, I could use the comic version, which does actually make Thor into Thor, but I think this is more perfect for me because I want Moon Rider to stay as Moon Rider, just slowly training with the with the hammer for a bit. So yeah, and Deep Sea King saying, maybe you got a little stronger. Let's see, and then Moon Rider just kills him one shot. Not knowing what happened, he just says that he gotten stronger. He didn't know he'd gotten this stronger. This much stronger. He immediately let go of the hammer. However, the hammer would never let go of him. He could call upon it whenever he wants. In fact, when he left the hammer and fell down to the ground, he went off, tried to pick it up, and it just flew right back at him. In fact, it nearly made him flew away because the hammer itself was like a very powerful weapon. Everyone looked in shocked, wondering what just happened. Genos, trying his best to to scan what the hell was happening, was unable to since I don't think Mjolnir can be scanned by technology at the very least. Like, yes, it technically can be scanned, but I'm gonna go with my own version where it cannot be scanned by technology for now. And yes, I know Thor's hammer is technically technology in a sense, since they're just very, very advanced technology in the MCU, not like an ultra magical weapon. So yeah, and yeah, so So a few minutes later, Saitama arrived. He said, "So, Genos, did you take care of the deep seeking?" And Genos pointed at Moonrider, telling him that he took care of everything. And he was kind of shocked by this. Now, sadly enough, Saitama would not get recognition from Amai Mask. For those who don't know much about the manga canon or the comic canon, Amai Mask actually scouted Saitama to be the next number one hero. He was gonna teach him the ways, and so I was like, nope, no thanks, and just yeeted himself out of there. Oh my god, I feel just saying the word yeet. Oh, I'm not gonna use that ever again. But yeah, as the days goes on, Saitama and Moonrider start walking around. Sa- Saitama explains his life, I guess, to Moonrider and Genos a bit more. Mostly because he started to open up with them. Also because he wants to fight Moonrider. Moonrider doesn't want to fight him, but he wants to fight Moonrider so bad. Because he took down Deep Sea King thinking he might be a challenge. Of course, he will be a challenge. But for now, they're just talking, like strolling down the path when another person arrived. A man with a beard saying, you're with my hammer. Give it back. And that's when he jumped on a Moon Rider and he tried to grab the hammer. However, when he grabbed it, it just fell on the floor. And he just tried to lift it. He said, "What did you do to my hammer? Why can't I lift it back?" Moon Rider said he doesn't know. He said he just fell on in front of him and he just grabbed it and he said, "I'm still not worthy. What the?" That's when Simon asked who he was. Thor explained that he is Thor, God of Thunder. Simon just thinks he's a loony guy, as well as Genos, but Moonrider somewhat believes him, saying that he does sense like he can, he does feel like he has some immense power. And he said, how about we do a little spar match to see who really owns the hammer? And they fought. Now, Thor allowed him to use Mjolnir, thinking he wouldn't be much of a challenge, But it was a bit of a challenge. Even without Mjolnir, Thor is still a superhuman, and at best, maybe you could make me say he's not the strongest out there. He's still a very powerful foe, and him and Moonrise started sparring, and with Hammer, Moonrider just barely beats him, and that's when Moonrider said, "I think he's the real deal. Even with this hammer thing, I barely scratched the guy," and that's when, like, when he said, "You possess the power of mine. One day I shall give it back." That's when Moonrise said, do you even have like, if you're saying the truth, then do you even have a place to stay?" And Thor said, "No." And that's when Moonrise said, "Okay, how about live in my place? It's not the biggest, but it will be able to, like, put us both in the same area and make us live together, and you might be able to get the hammer back." Thor accepts this proposal and shakes hands with it. That's when they headed up back off to Moonrider's apartment, which isn't that big, but it's good enough. Thor sleeps in the couch. Moonrider sleeps in a small little, like, bed. So yeah, that is the last part. Well, not the last part. This is the last what if I'll ever make. So enjoy. And yeah, see you guys later.